All right. Hi, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning,
Hi,
depending on where you're joining us from. Hi, Hashdeep. How you doing?
good.
Okay. A long time. No see. All right. Hmm.
Almost today seems to be missing, like in this section.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
No almost today here. He just took a break.
Anyways, we meet on Saturday, so don't forget. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, Salahu, Sadiq, Miracle, Adekunle, Favor, and Hashdeep. Okay, so we'll be starting very soon. But before we start, I just want to introduce us to the program. Yeah, hi, Salah. I think. All right. So we'll start, like I said, we'll be starting very soon, right? So if you're new here, my name is Sandra Ashagadi. I'm the data analytics team lead here at Amdor Analytics. And at Amdor Analytics, we help data enthusiasts become professional in the different data fields, data analytics, data science, and business analysis. All right. And this program or this event is a way to engage our community. Okay, we want to ensure that people are actually learning data the right way. We want to also encourage them to improve on their already existing skills, to practice, to have fun. So this zone is no judge zone. Okay, we're not judging you. If you're a beginner, you are welcome to join us. All right. So anybody can participate in our event, and the event is Battle It Out with Amdor. And this event holds every Wednesday, weekly. All right. So here we can have a single player or multiple player, depending on the game. All right. And today we have two beautiful players who will be playing with us today. All right, so let's get to meet our players. So I'll start with Miracle. All right, so Miracle, this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to tell me, or tell us rather, your name, what you do. If you're a student, if you're a data analyst, let us know what you do and your expertise in data. So can we have that?
So, hi everyone. My name
Hi.
is Miracle Onperu. I am a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka, studying civil engineering. I
Hello, Miracle. Okay.
So is Miracle here to perform a miracle?
Ashdeep, I didn't get that. I don't
So
think I
is
can hear you
Miracle
very well.
is Miracle here to perform a miracle?
Anyways, we're going to see about that. Salah, we hope your network is okay. I see that you've been trying to set it up for a while now. Hello, Adekunle. If you can't hear me, can you say hi? Yeah, so I think Miracle Network, our network is somehow. Hello, Miracle. Are
Hi,
you with
so
me now? All
network is
right.
quite stable here. So my name is Miracle Onpelu. I'm a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka, studying civil engineering. I started my data analytics journey 3 months back. So I would call myself a beginner. I'm having quite a number of fun in data analytics. I'm having quite a number of fun in data analytics, and it has been a very interesting journey so far.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, so it means you can participate in our game. Okay, before we go into the before we Favor introduces ourselves. So what's your expertise level? Like, okay, you say you're a beginner. Like, what tools have you learned so far? What data analytics tools have you learned so far?
And Excel, I have
Mm-hmm.
learned. I started SQL few weeks back. So I think
Okay.
that's the two that I am very good at. Excellent.
Okay, so Excel and SQL, that means you can participate in our game today. It's actually a beginner-friendly game. All
All
right.
right. All right.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's hear from you. Favor, how are you doing? So just like Miracle.
Everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you using an external device to
Yes,
listen?
I'm using the. Yes, I'm using the. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, we can hear you, but I think
They're
the
static.
microphone is
Yeah, they're static.
Yes. Okay, okay. All right. So my name is Idara Ebo. I'm a student of the University of Uyo. I'm currently studying petroleum engineering. And my data analytics journey, it's been it's been off and on. I started like a year ago, but it's been shaky because I've not really been consistent. But I think because all consistency stuff started early this year, and it's been a lot. I used to think it was something easy, but it's when you get into it, you fully understand the depth of what you're going into. So I started with Excel, then I went into SQL, then I went into Power BI. But Power BI is my least favorite. Yeah. I don't like Power BI. It's stressful. Creating measures and all that. It can be tiring, very tiring. And the whole concept of designing dashboards, I hate it. I hate it a lot. I'm not good with colors, so it can be draining, really, really draining.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Yeah, that's true. Well, so before we even go into what I want to say now, so yeah, thank you, Favor and Miracle, for agreeing to play with us today. And these are engine girls, as Favor would like to call it, engine girls, engineering girls, actually. So well done. So that means you guys are going to, yeah,
I think
Salah,
my
would want to say
network is bad.
something? Okay.
Yes, mine. Oh, I think so. On they are introducing each other. We are introducing ourselves. Right?
No, sorry. Okay.
Are, are we the one introducing ourselves or do I don't get
No.
because I can them are introducing themselves.
Yeah, so you joined us late, all right? So our players are introducing themselves. All right, so we have two players
Okay.
today, Miracle and Favor,
So are
who will be
your
playing with us
children gonna
today.
give them competition or is it just themselves, the players?
I didn't get
Thank
that.
you.
Like, is it just going to be them playing or are you gonna join in and give them like friendly competition?
It's a friendly competition. It's a friendly competition. All right, so yeah. So thank you very much, Favor and Miracle, for joining us this evening. And okay, so Favor, you said that your journey has been a little bit inconsistent, but recently you started being consistent. So one thing with learning is that you have to be consistent, right? Because if you're not consistent, what would have taken you maybe 3 to 6 months would then take you like 1 year, 2 years because of inconsistency. And I'm sure that you know that. All right. So, and you also said that Power BI is your least favorite. Well, mm, so at the end of the day, when you analyze your data, right, The main point of data analysis is to bring out valuable insights from your data. And when you're bringing out these valuable insights, you want to make sure that you present it in such a way that people can easily grasp the information that you are giving them, okay? Because people can relate better with visuals than the numbers themselves. All right, so make sure that so make sure that you actually work on that. All right, there are various visualization tools to learn. If you feel Power BI is not the one for you, or it's not the tool for you, then you can learn another tool. But most businesses, most organizations make use of Microsoft Power BI. I don't know if you know that, but most organizations make use of Microsoft Power BI.
They don't use Tableau.
Yeah, there are some organizations that make use of Tableau. It depends on the organization, right? But
Okay.
yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's get into what we have for today. All right, so I'm going to share a link in the chat. All right, and I will need you to click on that link. When you click on the link, create an account. All right, so just hold on. I'm going to do a demo.
Is it everyone gonna practice there or just the players themselves?
Just the players. Okay. All right, so just the players. Okay. All right, so I don't know if you can see the link, favor. Can you see the link in the chat? So like I said, I'm going to do a demo, so you don't need to click on it now, but just let me know if you can see the link. Okay. Hi, Miracle. Can you see the link? Hello?
Too much silence.
Yeah, I can see the link. I can see the link.
Okay, so don't click on it yet. I just want to do a demo to show you how it's going to go.
I can't see the link yet.
It's in the chat. You can't see the link.
Yes, yeah, I can't see.
Okay. Can anybody else see the link on the chat?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me just paste the link again.
I've seen
Can
it
you
now.
see it now? All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so don't click it. Just hold on. All right. So when you click on the link, right, it brings you to this page where it will ask you to log in with your username and password. So because you're a new user, you would need to create an account. So I'm going to create an account with my email. Okay. And then I'm going to put in a password. All right, then I'll create an account. So the moment you create an account, you are logged in and then you start. You can see that you have 5 minutes. You have 30 questions, 5 minutes. So you have to be very, very fast. All right. So are we good to go? Do you get it?
I already know the answer to this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I get.
All right. So can we do that now? Remember, it is game over for who. So you have to be fast so that your opponent does not finish first, right? So your time starts now. So when you're logged in, just let me know when you're logged in.
Is it similar to Kahoot? Like the fastest wins? The fastest answer wins?
So not necessarily the fastest person, right? But at the end of the day, if you do not finish within 5 minutes, your time is up. So that's what happens at the end of the day.
Oh, okay. Because we used to use Kahoot like when we were in college, and it was like you had to give the right answer in the fastest time, and that person won.
Oh, oh, okay.
So you had to have both. Kahoot is like even more competitive than this site.
Okay.
Yeah, just a recommendation. In future challenges, you could
Yeah, and then
incorporate
you
that.
be a player.
What do you mean?
And then I'm going to fix you up with almost a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to head over to my dashboard. So please let me know if you've started. I think you guys already started. Have you guys started? Okay, you've gone mute. All right, so I'm just going to head over to my dashboard and see how they are doing.
What are our players doing? It's too silent.
So I think they started already.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Salahu. I really cannot, I think your mic is breaking or something. I can't hear what you're saying. Sorry.
They should probably share the screen. This way, we don't know anything. It's like gonna be more interesting that way if they share their
Yeah.
screen.
So please just hold on. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So while we wait for our players to be done, so I'm just going to refresh
I
this.
was saying if they could share their screen, like meanwhile the game is going on, so we know what's happening.
Okay. So I don't think they can now because I think they've started and do not want to distract themselves. Like they'll come back to share their screen. 5 minutes, it's a really short time. So, but very soon we're going to see the results.
Favor is already done.
All right. So while we wait for our audience, I don't know who is joining us for the first time. Salahu, I don't think I joined us for the first time.
I think I saw him before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. But then I can't really hear what he's saying. I think it's his mic. So I have a response. So I'm waiting for the last response to come in. Okay, so we're left with one person. Hello, Favor, Miracle. So who just submitted? Let's know the first person.
It's favor.
How do you know it's Favor?
I just know.
Oh, so you're correct. Actually, Favor. Hi, Favor.
I
So you finished first. So
yes.
how was it? Was it hard? Was it simple?
It was really beginner friendly, sure. Really beginner friendly. I was expecting to be sincere. I was really expecting something tough. It was okay. It was okay. It was
Okay. And are
okay.
you sure
Because
you
thinking
answered
about the
everything
quiz today, I
correctly?
was like, what at a point. So I was like, mm, not really. I answered, yeah. 'Cause I think they sent the results. Results and
Okay.
it was okay.
So what was your
It
score?
was okay. Um, 25.
Over 30. Okay, so what about you, Miracle? I can see you are done. So what was your score?
22.
Oh, okay. So Hashtip already said he knows, he knew who would win. All right, so we have a winner, but even before we celebrate our winner, okay, I want us to go through the results together to see how you both perform. So well done. That is above, that is excellent. That is an A. Okay. Okay. All right. So Pelumi, you got 22, like you said, right? Okay. So let me see the ones that you didn't get. Okay. So that's, oh, wow. All right. So the ones you didn't get were,
I already know favor one.
how did you know? Okay. All right. So let's answer this together. Sorry, please just hold on. All right. So there are three questions that do not actually have answers. I purposely put them there. All right. So there are three questions that do not actually have answers. So that is question 2. Which Excel function would you use to find the sum of a range of values? So that the function itself is sum, is the sum function. It's not the sum if. Sum if would only find the sum of a range of values based on a condition, right? And then we have 27 and 28. 27 says, which function would you use in Excel to remove duplicates from a list? There is no function called remove duplicates
Yeah,
in
I know
Excel.
which function it is. The right one.
You know the function.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us know.
Unique.
Okay.
Unique or
All right, so
distinct. It's you use either of those.
exactly, yeah. So it wouldn't really remove the duplicates from the data, but it will give you the unique values from that data. All right, so how would you handle missing values in a data set? Replace with 0, is that correct? So let me check what you had, Favor. Okay, replace with the mean or median. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go over to the question itself, to the quiz. All right. So we're going to answer this together. All right. So whenever you have whenever you have data with missing values, what would you do? So this is a general question, actually. All right. So I'm going to start with you, Favor, because you finished first. So well done, Favor. You actually won this round, even if it's just with this little margin. All right. So Miracle, don't feel any type of way. She just won with just a small margin, just a small, tiny little margin. All right. So I'll start with you, Favor. What would you do if you were given a data with missing values? What would be the first thing that you do?
Okay, if I'm given a data with missing values, I
Yeah.
might need to reach out to whoever was in charge of the whole data entry process, right? Get it directly from the source and know why those values are missing, whether it's due to maybe entry errors or something. Get the reason why they are missing values. Then, if there isn't any substantial reason, then I can just fill it in with probably the mean or median, or better still, just impute NA. So either of those three. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. Miracle, what about you? What would you do if you were in the same position? You have a data with missing values. What would you do?
I would first reach out. Thank you for the question. But I would first reach out to the team to know if the data set was saved as an Excel file or as a CSV to ensure that I don't have missing values. I would also ask if they have, like, if I could see like the complete data set, if they have like the complete data set. And if they do, if they don't, I would probably just fill it with 0 or just put, there and then get the mean of.
All right. So, okay, so let me ask somebody else. Let me ask somebody else. Adewale, I don't know if you can use your mic. Can you use your mic? Can you say something? Say hi if you can use your mic. Okay. Hello, Adewale. Is Adewale still on this call? Sorry, Adekunle. No wonder you're not even answering me. Adekunle, can you use your mic? So I have a question for you. So if you can't use a mic, just let us know in the chat if you can't make use of your mic. Hello, Adekule. Okay, so I'm jumping Adekule to the next person. All right, so Hashdi, let's say you have a data, right? You have a column. Okay. Okay. All right, so got that, Adekule. All right, so let's say you have a data. So Hashdi, this is for you. So let's say you have a data
Yeah.
or a column.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say you have a column that has the age or the ages of people, right? And then we have missing values in some of the cells. What would
Okay.
you do? So let's
So
say you reached out. Okay.
I would just replace it with 0 or something like that. Put a placeholder for that and work with other data meanwhile and just send the email to the person or reach out and meanwhile do other things, and then I can just transform that data later once I get that information.
All right. So you've told us two ways. All right. So the first way is replacing the missing cells with 0.
No, I will
Then,
just do it temporarily. It's just one way.
okay.
I'll just do it temporarily and then wait for the information to arrive and then transform the data with proper information once it arrives.
Okay. All right. So that is fine. Okay. So let us go over these questions again. All right. So these are like people said, really basic questions. But don't worry, next time, since you said these are basic questions, just watch out. The next game will be this easy. All right. So what function is used to combine text from multiple cells? So this is what's going to happen. I am going to turn off the timer. Okay, I'm going to increase it to 10 minutes.
I think we should open the game to everyone now and let's see who wins now. Since the main players are done anyway.
Okay. All right. So if you're currently on this call, so thank you very much, Hashdeep. And thank you very much, Favor and Miracle. Well, I hope you actually enjoyed the game. All right. So these games are meant to be enjoyable, not necessarily to make you sweat. So these games are meant to be enjoyable and also a way for us to learn. All right. Because I saw something in one of your responses, right? So what function is used to count the number of cells that are not empty, right? We have two counting functions, the count and the counter, or count A, right? So what's the difference between the count and the count A? I'll start with you, Favor. I think that was from you. So what's the difference between the count and the count A?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So what's the
Okay.
difference between the count and the count or count A?
Okay. Count A, I would say that one counts non-empty cells. Then the counts cells that contains values. Let me put it down.
Values.
Yes, that have values in them. While count
Is that your
counts
final
those that
answer?
don't have. I
Is
don't
that your
know.
final All right, let's go back to Miracle. Miracle, what do you think? What's the difference between the count and the count A?
So I feel the counts function counts like numeric values, while the count A function counts non-empty cells,
Okay.
including numbers, texts. That's basically what I feel counts A does.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. Favor, you're going to transfer 1 million naira to Miracle because she got it right.
I need the 1 million. If indeed I have it, I need to know where it is. I need to know where it is.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to make it open now to everyone. All right, so I'm going to make the quiz open now to everyone so we can just practice. So now it's still going to be 5 minutes. Okay. Hashdeep Adekule is no longer here because he's en route. So anyone else on the call, you can participate. You can click on the link and also participate in the game. We already have our winner, Favor. All right. Okay. So let's continue. All right.
So when do we start? Like with the
Oh, I
quiz?
told you can start now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can start now. Okay, so I'm just going to head over to preview. And I'm going to log in my details and log in. I know I'm not that set the question, so it will be somehow easy for me, or it will actually be easy for me. All right. So what function is used to combine text from multiple cells in Excel? Combine text from multiple cells in Excel. Concatenate, okay, or concatenate. So which Excel function would you use to find the sum of a range of values? So like I said, I purposely left this sum if here. The answer is actually not here, but I'm still going to select sum if. So how can you remove extra spaces in a text string?
The game is not allowing me to enter though.
Really?
Yeah, I clicked the link and it's showing me whenever I hover over the create account and all the login stuff, it just shows me a red circle and doesn't allow me to enter any.
Did you create a new account?
No, it doesn't allow me to create any more.
Mm.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen if you want to.
It says someone else is sharing. The host isn't allowing multiple presentation sharing at this
Okay. Okay. All right. So I understand what's going on. I think that's because I'm in the preview. So
Yeah,
I'm going to stop this and save this. Okay. All right. So let's see the link again. Okay. All right. So you can click on the link again.
yeah, let me try that.
Okay. All right. So while other guests play the game, so let me ask
Same
Favor.
issue. It doesn't allow me again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like same circle thing, like what happened with you. Go down. Yeah, like this.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I see the same thing.
okay. So I think I've exhausted my tries. Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. All right. So I think I've exhausted my tries for today. Okay. All right. So I actually wanted to ask a question to our players rather. So what would you say? So this is a general question, but first to our players, there's no score attached to this. It's free. There's no option. So what would you say make you a good data analyst? What do you say make you a good data analyst? So I'll start with Miracle. So what would you say make you a good data analyst?
Thank you for the question. But I would say your ability to pay attention to details, your ability to understand the problem, analyze and provide solutions, because data analysts are problem solvers. They have to solve problems. I would also say your ability to look at trends, analyze the trends, and predict future outcomes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So you said your ability to, all right, so just summarize it now, like using points.
Your ability to pay attention to details, your ability to predict future outcomes, look trends and predict future outcomes, your ability to solve problems, because data are problem solvers.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so what about you, Favor? What would you say make you a good data analyst?
Alright, so I would say four things. The first one would be critical thinking, your ability to ask the right questions,
So is it me? Hello, Favor.
your ability, yeah, critical thinking, problem solving. Okay, you're giving. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was slowing down at a point, but I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
All right. So, all right, all right. I'll say the first one, like I said earlier, is critical thinking. Your ability to ask the right questions, because you can be given a data set to ask the right question. Then number two would be problem solving. Then attention to details, those hidden things that other people can't see. You should be able to see them as a data analyst. Then the fourth one is your ability to communicate your insights easily and with understanding for both technical and non-technical audience. So those are the four I would say.
Okay. So another question, right? What would you say is or how would you communicate your insights clearly to your audience, even when your audience is not a technical person? How would you communicate that insight to your audience? What are the things that you do, or how would you present your data? All right, so Miracle, you go first.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. I was logged out.
It's like I'm putting you guys on the hot seat now. All right, so I asked, how would you communicate your insights clearly to your audience, even for a non-technical audience with no technical background that do not really understand the tools? So how would you communicate your insights clearly to this audience, both technical and non-technical audiences? Hello, Miracle, did you get that? Hi, Favor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I don't know, probably Miracle's network is still quite bad. So how would you communicate? Because you said it, right? Your ability to communicate your insights, clearly to your audience, that even non-technical audience will be able to understand. Miracle, are you there?
Sorry, can you hear me? Can you
Oh,
hear
I can
me?
hear you now. All right.
Thank you. So I would, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So if I want to communicate to non-technical people, I feel I'll use a dashboard that they could understand. I'll use a dashboard that will show like the figures, nothing too ambiguous, just a dashboard that I feel they would understand.
That you feel. What if what you feel is actually technical, right? maybe, like when you're presenting it, so it feels great. Like it feels okay, anybody can understand this because you understand it. But what if your audience cannot like really, really grasp? All right, so I like the fact that you said a dashboard. Okay. So before I even say anything, let me hear from Favor. How would you communicate your insight clearly to your audience?
Okay. Well, I want to like, is it in a situation where you already know the non-technical audience or a situation where you know them already? Did you hear me?
Yeah, please come again.
I said, is it in a situation where you already know this non-technical audience or where you know them?
So I think you already know them. You know
Okay,
your
you already know
non-technical
them.
audience, yeah.
All right. Since you know your non-technical audience, you should know the kind of, I feel you should know the kind of insights to give, because from what I learned, not all insights can be used by everybody. Everybody has their own thing to get out of it, in the sense that if your non-technical audience involves maybe different people from different teams, everybody has a like insights they want to get from it. So you have to like centralize the whole thing and put out metrics that are necessary, because I feel you shouldn't communicate the entire insights to everybody. Then you should put out metrics that are necessary and all graphs that are easily understandable. Don't put something so robust that people are looking at your dashboard and they are lost. They don't know what to get from it. So I would say using the right charts and putting out the necessary metrics that they can get insights from.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm actually going to say something. I love the responses so far from Miracle, from Favor. So let's move on to Salah. I don't know if your network is now good. Did you get the question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hello?
We can't hear him.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
Salah. I don't know if you're using an external device to listen, but it's
Yeah,
affecting the mic, your mic. Yeah,
can you hear me now?
we can we can hear you a little.
Actually, what I think we can use for regarding technical and
All right,
non-technical.
so we can't hear you. So sorry, we can't hear you. I think the external device you're using is affecting the mic, so we can't hear you. Yeah. All right, so why you try to fix that? Because we actually don't have much time left. Hi, Salahu.
Can you,
Say something, please.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay. So I think this is beyond the mic issue. I think the network is actually quite bad too,
Come on.
because it's breaking. All right.
We
But
can call
anyways,
this issue mic and beyond.
before we call it a night, you can leave your answer in the chat. Okay, so I will just read it when you leave it in the chat. All right, so let's
Eh?
no, we can't hear you. It's still breaking.
Um, maybe it's the network issue. I've disconnected the
Okay, I
mic.
can hear you now.
See the same. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good.
Yes.
I think
Yeah, it's on again.
okay, you can hear me. Can you hear me? Is
It's still breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's still
breaking.
breaking. It's still breaking. Yes.
maybe I'll I drop my chat on WhatsApp.
Oh, wait, say something now. Say something now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I think your video also was affecting it. All
Yeah,
right, so you can say,
yeah, we can hear him now.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
yes.
Get technical and non-technical clients. I think you can make use of this visualization, which is the dashboard. For a layman that didn't understand anything about the data analysis. So something like colon bar chart or something. So it's easily for them to understand. You can just assume that this is the biggest, this is the biggest, this is the highest. Between this and this, it can be easy for them to understand that
Yeah.
this is the highest or something. So I think we can use this of the dashboard visualizations. I think that would be better.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you very much. So Sarah would say that our visual choice, right, for a layman that doesn't really understand like all the, there are a lot of visuals, right? So using a bar chart is easy to communicate your insight, because then your audience can now say, okay, this category is the highest, this category is the lowest, right?
Yes,
Your
yes,
visual
yes.
choice actually matters when it comes to communicating your insight. So wonderful response so far. So Hashdeep, moving on to you, how can you communicate your insights better to your audience?
By creating a dashboard in Power BI or Tableau
Okay.
and creating good visuals like pie chart or whatever depicts my ideas the best. Use those charts and tools to like organize it in a way that's understandable to the like novice or beginner or
All right. So you said creating these visuals and organizing them in a way that is understandable, right? So I like the word organize, because if you don't organize them, like if you don't arrange your visuals correctly, then your audience might not like really understand what you are, or the message that you're trying to pass. Or even if they understand, they would have to like take a lot of time to understand it very well, to digest it very well. Hashdeep, your best friend is here. Omesede, say hi.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Hashtag.
I
All right, so thank you very much. So yeah, like I said, wonderful responses so far. You can communicate your insights clearly. And there was something Favor said, because you have different audience, right? So you need to tailor your visualization. Visuals help you communicate your insights. It can be clearly or not so clearly, because there's some visuals that are confusing. And an example, people misuse the scatter plots or scatter charts a lot. They are being, or that particular visual is being misused a lot. And not everyone can, understand the scatter plot or scatter charts, right? So we need to make use of visuals that are of visuals that are relatable, digestible. So people said something that once you know your audience, you build your dashboard tailored to meet the specific needs of your audience, right? So you don't just put everything on your dashboard. No, you first of all think about what your audience wants to see, or what is it that is important to your audience, and these are called metrics, right? What are the metrics important to my audience? So what you just need to do after knowing these metrics is tailor your visualizations or create visuals to that answers those metrics. All right, so like I said, wonderful responses so far. So let me just ask Omosede before we call it a night.
and
Right, so
once
Omosede,
you're like professional on it, make a Netflix series.
sorry?
And once you're good at it, make a Netflix series out of it.
Yes, regarding the platform for the quiz, I'm unable to create an
Yeah,
account.
because it has ended.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. All right. So Omasede, we're actually answering, how can you communicate your insights clearly to your audience? Okay, make a Netflix series out of it. All right, so how can you communicate your insights clearly to your audience? Omasede, can you help us out? Thank you.
Through visualizing your data, I think. So making clear visuals that will communicate what you are trying to pass along. So I think that's how you can do that. Using the right visual to visualize the right thing, yeah, in a nutshell.
Great, great. So now, right? So now I think whenever we are presented with any task that has to do with visualizing or communicating our insights, we all know, okay, so we'll have it at the back of our mind that, okay, it is not about creating or bringing 20 visuals in a single dashboard or in multiple dashboard. The main thing is bringing out insights that your audience wants to see, or bring out insight that answers their questions, not necessarily everything, right? So thank you very much. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Miracle, for joining. And please, let's clap for Favor. So Favor actually won. She got the highest. And Miracle, you also tried. All right, so you also tried. All right, so thank you. Okay, and if you joined us late, right, the recording will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So you can go or head over to our YouTube channel to catch up on all, to catch up on our previous sessions. So we've actually held 3 episodes, and this is the 4th episode. Really, really amazing, interesting, insightful episodes where you not just have fun, but you also learn. Okay, so any final thing or any final words from you, Favor?
Yeah, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. I needed it because I've been a bit close up of it. So I really needed to do something outside my comfort zone. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. What about you, Miracle? Let's hear from you. Any final words before we call it a night? Hello, Miracle.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I'm grateful to be opportunity on the show. I want to say a very big thank you to Sandra and to the basically the organizers of the show. And I think that's all I can for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So we have more insightful episodes coming up. All right, so make sure you stay tuned. And how do you stay tuned? Is you can only stay tuned and stay updated if you follow us on LinkedIn. All right, so you can follow us, check us out on LinkedIn and follow us on LinkedIn. So not just the game show, all right, we have amazing master classes where we teach you or show you some of the trending things in data. Okay, so you can head over to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our LinkedIn to stay up to date on what we are up to. All right, so good night, everybody, and dream about data, basically. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice.